y'all. How are you doing? I'm so glad to be back. I have missed y'all. All right. You've had some... Hi, honey. You've had some visitors on here. I hope you enjoyed them while I was taking care of my mom. All right. So we're going to be doing this little monster. How cute is he? I mean, look at him. He's so stinking cute. This came from Rachel's Crafty Corner. Oh, okay, good. I thought for a second there it still had me on the ad. We're going to put these little cute little hearts in. You going to bed, honey? Mm-hmm. Night. I think I got these. I either got these from the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I've had them a while. All right. So, this is pink and purple. How stinking cute is it? Right? I know. I'm so glad to be back. Y'all, I need this back. So, I have this awesome pink and purple mesh. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we have a purple metallic, if I can get it out. These are all cut at 20 inches. And we have some of the splatter mesh. So see, this has dark pink, light pink, and purple, and a little white. So I wanted to get a little bit of the brighter pink in here. So we've got that too. Alright, we'll cut some more of the pink. So we're going to do definitely Poof. And I'm thinking Ruffles. For sure Ruffles with the little splatter mesh. And we have a 15-inch work wreath frame. Get my comments turned around here so I can see. Alright, so I'll give y'all an update on my mom. She is doing better. She's in a rehab, an acute rehab facility in Columbia, and they are taking care of her. Poor thing. She is having like round the clock physical therapy. They do 3 hours a day, so she is in and out of physical therapy all day, but she's doing really well. So she had this awesome roommate. She was having such a great time with her, and then she left today, so that was kind of sad, but she's doing really well. So yeah, and they're keeping her spirits up. All important things, right? Okay, so we're gonna get out our zip ties since we have a wreath frame. Oh, we're gonna do poofs. Where do I buy my mesh? I buy my mesh in a lot of different places. I buy my mesh at Deco Exchange. I buy at my wholesaler, which is Sims Pottery. I buy Trendy Tree, Craft Outlet, the Reshop. I buy all those places. Okay. So let me kind of zoom in here a little bit more maybe. Okay. So I have my mesh. In case you're wondering, this is a mesh roller from Susie. So I just take my mesh, it's 21 inch, and I'm going to scrunch it up at the end, just like this, like that. I like to tie it right before one of the ties. That way when I come back around, you can't tell where I started the wreath, so it looks seamless. I like that. Yeah, me too. She is doing a lot better. It was a rough week, but she's doing better. We're hoping that we'll have her home in like a week or so. They said up to 2 weeks, but could come home sooner. So if she works real hard, she might be able to come home sooner. Alright, so once I get it tied on, you can see it's right before a tie. I'm not going to use that tie, okay? I'm just going to go ahead. I like my two rough edges, so the ends, to meet in the middle. And then I count out 1, 2, 3. Or I'll count out 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is about 12 inches. Okay. If you're more comfortable, just measure it out. You can use a lot of things to measure it. So you can use your mat. You can use your perfect tails. So I cut my ribbons with these. You can also do your stuff with these. Some signs are 12 inches. You can measure with your signs. Whatever you're comfortable with. Okay. Now tie it one good time and pull it out. I got this sign in today. So I was like, I'm changing what I'm making. I'm making this. I was going to do a bubble wreath, but now we're going to do this because I had to do it. I love the sign. Yes, you can do a wreath made of just bows. As a matter of fact, I have done a few. Yep, I sure have. I like wreaths made of bows. You can do a wreath made of just ribbon tails too. The only thing that stops you is your imagination, right? Okay. 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 So how's your week going? Have y'all started on spring crafts yet? Are you working on Valentine's? Or are you working on spring or Easter? What you working on? Oh, I got my wreath kit listed yesterday. So if you were waiting for that, it is listed now. And it's a spring one. And it's blue and purple. Like turquoise. Turquoise and purple. Me too. Don't you love the color? How many 15-inch wreaths do you get from one? Do you mean how many poofs do you get? If you have a 15-inch work wreath and you have one roll of 21-inch mesh, if you do 2 levels, you're pretty much going to use the whole thing. It's pretty much 1 per wreath. It's hard to get more than 1. You can, yeah, it's pretty much 1 per wreath. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we got this pulled out. Alright, now I'm going to pull out the ties on the top. Just makes it easier so that I'm not having to do it while I am putting it together. Just saves you a little time. And you can see this is where I started and this is where I stopped. So because I started right before that poof, it's just seamless. It just goes one right into the other. And then what I do is I take this and I pull it up to the top and I do the exact same thing. I'm going to tie it down with a zip tie right in front of the tie. If you don't, you have this weird loop thing. So it's better to go right in front of the tie so that you're seamless when you come back. Okay, just like that. All right. Then we'll just start doing the same thing on the top. This is kind of a metallic and foil mesh mixed together. So it's very pretty and sparkly. It's a little bit thicker than just a metallic mesh, so it's very nice. Okay. Just pull them out. If you have the thicker mesh, you don't really have to put anything on top of it unless you want to, which I like to. When I first started out, I would do just like this, and then as I grew, I started adding more things onto it. I didn't even put ribbons on it when I first started. That was a long time ago. Okay. If you find yourself using too much mesh, make sure you're measuring it out. That will help you. Okay, so you see here, we have like 2 left. When we get back to the one we started at, you won't be able to tell where we started and where we stopped. And that's what you want. You want that seamless look. You don't want that weird bump. Bella's laying back there. Poor Bella. See, this is where we started. Alright, so this is where we stopped. So then when we tie it, you can't tell that that's where we started. It just looks the same all the way around. Okay. So then we can take and cut this off. You want to cut a good bit. And so this is how much we have left. We have, you know, probably a quarter of a roll left. Okay. Then we can take this piece, run it up the back, tie it down like this. I'm just tying it onto the frame. This just helps keep everything neat and tidy. You don't want that little end to pop out later. Okay. See, it already looks cute before we put anything on it. Look at that. I like it. Alright. But this is, it is pink and purple. You see? But it's way more pink than purple. So I wanted to add some purple on it. You have a couple of choices here. You can do ruffles. So just lay it flat, go right up the center, like this. Create a ruffle and put it on there. Or we can make a roll. So you just take it and roll it right up. Like that. And then put that on there. So it really is up to you what you want to do. I'm going to make ruffles. But either way it looks really cute. My mom's doing better. Alright, so I just go right up the center, make myself a ruffle, tie it down, and fluff it out. We're also going to add this pink on here. So this is splatter mesh. It's kind of like tulle and mesh combined. So it's tulle, but it's stiffened tulle. And it has these little splatters on it. They're really cute. Craft Outlet had some of these. And I was thinking, maybe we'll roll it. Let's see what it looks like if we roll it. That kind of looks cute. So you could roll it or you can ruffle it. So if you ruffle it, then it looks like got a little bow tie. We put our little bow tie on. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little trick. Let's put this down on top. Like that. So let me show you how you can do that much faster. Cut your 20-inch, lay it flat. Take your 10-inch, lay it on top, about in the center, and then ruffle them together. Okay? It's still going to give you the exact same look. It's just going to be a lot faster. Then you can put them down together. I'm not opening my tie. I'm just placing them down and tying them one good time. Okay? Because we still have to go in here with the ribbons. So that's cute. It gives it purple and the light pink at the same time. So see, and that ties in with our sign. So let's do that again. Okay. We'll have to cut a few more of these, but so just lay it on top of each other and then just start ruffling them together. Even if your ruffles are not the same size, it will still work just fine. Okay, then just tie them down together. One good time. Spread them out. You want to see both colors. That's why we have this one 20 inches and this one 10 inches. That way we can still see both because one's a little bit longer than the other. Oh yeah, Jonathan, I am so proud of you. Look at you on your channel. Y'all, you see Jonathan? Go subscribe to his channel. Okay. If you come on a live and you have a YouTube channel, make sure you are coming on with your YouTube channel name, okay? Very important. And Cheryl needs to throw out our Cubby of the Month links. Okay. Sorry, my mom was texting me. I just wanted to look, see what it said. Me too. I love the colors. There we go. Yep, there you go. Jonathan's Home Design. We like to support each other on YouTube. Very important. Excellent. Thank y'all. Good job. I know I told my mom today I'm going to have to take her iPad so that she can get on here with us. Because we miss her. She misses coming on. We came on the other night when Laura Jean's Wreath Room was on for us. And I was telling her what people said. Made her feel so good. She loved it. She really loved that. Helps a lot. You know, you can have a lot of depression issues when you get older. And that's what we try to keep her from. Yes, thank you. Shooting Out Wreaths by Dawn. And Cece's Wreaths and Decor. Thank you, Owl. Okay, those are my cubbies of the month. And because of the holidays, they got a little extra time. We have to make sure we get plenty in. Okay. All right, there we go. Whew. Alrighty. Oh, is Susan on here? Today is Susan's birthday. AC inspired Wreath. Today is her birthday. Okay. Don't you love the look of this little sparkle stuff? I'm going to have to figure out where else to get it. I was getting it from AC Moore, but they're closing. Craft Outlet had a little bit last year. I really like this stuff. Yes, you absolutely can share it to your channel, and I would love that. I love it when y'all share. Sharing is caring. The main mesh, it's, I actually got it from Sims Pottery, and it's just pink and purple foil mesh. Try looking at Trendy Tree. If anybody has it, it would probably be Trendy Tree. Because they pretty much have the same stuff my wholesalers have. Oh, me too. I love the colors, right? Who was in my design group? I have a lot of people in my design group. Well, I'm in there. Cheryl's in there. Amanda's in there. Katie's in there. Melissa. Doreen. Casey. Dawn. Okay, so we got done with the bottom. You see how much fuller it looks? And now you get the purple and the pink. See, now we're pulling out all the signs and the colors in the sign. Y'all, you know I homeschool my kids. Today we learned about all the colors that are in light. It's funny the stuff you forget from school as you get older. Yep, see Johnny's in there. Cece's in there. Rachel's in there. Lisa's in there. Yep. Okay, so we'll just do the same exact thing on the top. Whoops. I pulled that ruffle weird. Okay. We're going to have to cut some more of this in a minute, but thank you. Rachel did make the sign. It's so cute, isn't it? I got it today and I was so excited. I didn't even tell her I got it. I just sent her a message and said, I'm making your sign. I got excited. I got 2 signs from her. I have to find the other one. I like this one because it could be Valentine's, it could be spring, it could be for a kid's room. It could be like so many things. It's this cute little monster guy. Alright, so let me move this guy for a second. So I just spread this out. The great thing about this stuff is it's so easy to cut. There is no fraying on this. So I just cut 10 inches. there. And another. And then the great thing is, I can stack them on top of each other, cut them in half. Usually, if I'm cutting mesh in half, I have to get out that wood burning thing that I hate. Because I'm more likely to burn my floor or myself. It is not my friend. Okay. Alright. You see how quick it is to cut these? Okay, we just ruffle it up together. You can always ruffle things on top of each other or end to end. And it saves you from having to make that step multiple times. Big time saver. Okay. And I am pulling my ruffles up so they'll stand up. I like them to kind of stand up. Yeah, see? Brenda's in the design group. I have a lot. I have a very great group. I love my group. My mom's in the design group, and my mother-in-law, because they like to watch. Yep, Debbie's in the group. Okay. Okay. Ruffle right up the center. We have a lot of fun together. Danita's in the group. I don't know if I said her name. Okay. There we go. Connie. I'll keep thinking of more. You probably don't want to hear every person though. Okay. The best part of the design group is the Bow Sundays. Because we get on Zoom calls together. So we can all see each other. And we do a project and then we visit. And that is a lot of fun. And they can ask questions and it's very interactive. So, I think it's a lot better than just watching a live, you know? Because you get to ask questions directly. That's fun. That's my favorite part. I look forward to that. If you want to subscribe to someone's channel, if you see them commenting on something, if you will click on their name, it will take you to their channel. That makes it a little bit easier. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. When we hit 100,000, we're giving away a Cricut. Because we're going to be doing some Cricut projects coming up. Okay. Oh, I love it. Just like this. Even without ribbons. Oh. Y'all, I love these colors together. I think I'm going to have to take this to my mom tomorrow. What do y'all think? Wouldn't she love that? If I took her a wreath and hung it up in her room, she would like that. Alright, so let's look at the ribbons. So of course we have the brighter pink, so I have brighter pink. This one has pink and purple in it and a little green. This one has lighter pink and purple, and then I have the purple and white. So I'm kind of sticking with the purple, white, and lavender, or purple. Okay. And a little bit of green in there, because I love these multicolored ribbons. Aren't they pretty? I really like it even without ribbon. Mom for sure, yes, I think so too. Okay, so I take my ribbons, I fold them in half, make my little birdie, then we'll tie them. Now with this work wreath is the thicker ties, so I might not have a ton of tie, so I may have to open it. And I want to make sure I don't cover this pretty pink, so I may pull it up towards the top a little bit, because what I don't want is to lose that. That's part of the color appeal. Okay. Yeah, I think she would like that. She'll miss not being able to see what I made. That's her favorite thing. After I get done up here, I take it downstairs, because that's where they are, and she gets to see it. And then she'll say, ooh, that's going on the door, or whatever. It's funny. Thank you, I'm so glad to be back. You don't have to have the same supplies to be in my group, if that's what you're asking. I do tell you where I got it. I will tell you if I think there are alternatives. So yeah, you don't have to buy a kit or anything like that. You can use your own supplies. And we do a lot of stuff besides just, we do wreaths. We absolutely do wreaths. But we do other stuff too. We do centerpieces. We do, we've done mason jars, signs. This week, I think we're doing the wagon wheel. We're doing a wagon wheel. So that is going to be fun. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do that. So we do all different kinds of stuff. And it also comes with my Etsy book and price calculator. So you get those two. In my business group this week, we're doing training on craft fairs, how to find them, what to do, how to sign up, and all that good stuff. And taxes. We've already done one section on taxes, but on Monday, we're going to be going through TurboTax together. Because that's lots of fun, right? It's not fun, but you do have to know about it, so. It's not terrible. I don't make it terrible. Hi, Esme. How are you? All right. So we'll just keep putting the ribbons in. All the ribbons are cut at 12 inches with my perfect tails, of course. I like my perfect tails. And I like the colors. I like things to be colorful. Bella is snoring back here. She is just snoozing away. I think it would too. You love doing taxes? Oh my gosh. Are you a CPA or an accountant like me? Or you just like them? I used to really love them until they got all complicated, and then I kind of got... Or maybe I just got burnt out from doing so many. Because when I had my own CPA firm, that was a lot of what I did. Running businesses and doing taxes. I love math. I do. I love math. It's funny, huh? I think you're either a math person or an English person. I'm a math person. My mom is an English person, so that worked out. She was able to help me with English. So that's where I struggled. We have not tested whether... Someone asked if you can make a sign with infusible ink. I have not tested it yet, but I am planning to test it. I have all my infusible ink. I just have to figure out a design. I'm hoping to test that sometime next week. My plans got a little haywire with my mom's fall, so I'm a little off balance. But I did figure out that you can do the signs with the Easy Press, the Cricut Easy Press. You do not have to have a one of those big heavy heat presses. You can do it with the Easy Press, but you want it to be large enough for your sign. Hey, Joanne. I can see that, Jonathan. I like teaching too. That's one of my favorite things. Before I decided to become a CPA, I wanted to be a teacher. And my dad said, no, you don't want to be a teacher. You'll never make any money. So I let him talk me out of it. But I'm a teacher now, so it all worked out. Alright, so we're going to start on the top. I'm just going to do the same thing. Let's fold our ribbons in half, make our little birdie, pull our wings down. Homeroom, and the end of the day were your favorite. I liked homeroom. Everybody liked homeroom. That's when you got to hang out with your friends, right? Okay. Let's see. I'll do this like this. There we go. So I'm kind of crisscrossing them up top. This ribbon is easy to flip around. It almost looks the same on both sides. I know you like computer programming, Owl. I like working on computers. I'm a techie person. I like tech. So, that is a definite yes. I like that. Okay. That kind of went hand in hand with being in accounting. I tell you what, though, I'd rather play with a ribbon all day. It's funny to me how many people in this community are accountants and in the medical field. Or accountants in the medical field. That's funny. So I'm just kind of pulling this out so we can still see that little bit of the little splatter stuff. You see how full it gets when you put all this on? What hates you? Oh, thank you, you, Jessica. That's so sweet. I always wanted to be a teacher. I love it. It's my favorite thing. And not only do I come on here and do it, but I teach my children too. Although there are days when that is not as much fun. Some days, most days are good. But some days, when I can't get them to pay attention, I get ready to pull my hair out. It's funny. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we just started back the YouTube course. YouTube is an excellent way to become an entrepreneur. So that's just someone who owns their own business. So if that's what you want to do, YouTube is the way to do it. Oh no, I hope you feel better. It stinks being sick. I haven't been sick, but I have been out of touch. I've just been staying with my mom so she doesn't get low. As you know, when you get stuck in a bed, it's real easy to get discouraged. The base mesh came from Sims Pottery, but I'm pretty sure Trendy Tree will have it. I'll try to see if I can find the number after we get off here. Okay. Good, I'm glad you're getting better. Okay. So this is our last ribbon. Oh, it's so colorful. I like it. I like colorful. See, we still have our basic colors, but we did add just a little touch of green in there. So you see, you can still see all three colors. Okay. We've got our little... He's so cute. We got our little guy. So let's... Alright, so we're going to make him... Y'all want to say hi to Bella? Because you know once I staple, she's going to take off. So hi, Bella. Sweet baby. She is not going to be happy. She hates the stapler. Alright. Let's see, I know I have purple in here. I do. Okay. So I got some purple. Alright. If a sign is thick enough, okay, so this sign's pretty thick. Can you see that? If a sign's pretty thick, I won't put anything on it. I'll just use a pipe cleaner because they're thicker. But you want to make sure that, there she goes. You want to make sure that your staples are not thicker than your sign. So you want to have the smallest staples. Mine is, let's see, which one do I use? I use the 1/4, 6 millimeter. Okay. And her signs are nice and thick, so you don't have that problem. Another thing that's a good idea is to have a small hammer. Make sure those staples aren't coming out. You see, it did not make any indentions in the side. So that's what we wanted. Sorry if that's loud. This is my awesome toolkit that Johnny sent me. I love it. Okay. And then I'm just going to put one like right in on his head. Okay, Belle, I'm done. She might be still mad. Okay. Isn't this a cute little toolkit? Alright. So let's make our bow, and then we'll figure out exactly where our side's going to go. Come on, Belle. Alright. Let's see. So none of these have a pattern. So we could just use the regular bow maker. This is the Pro Bow 4-in-1. I think you're supposed to be able to do ribbons and I don't know. I just do bows on it. I don't do anything else on it. Because I like my perfect tails for the ribbons. I mean for the tails. Alright. Oh, I've been in the hospital room watching YouTube with my mama. I get it. Alright, so we're going to do like 8-inch tails. Just going to put it down in the middle. Since we don't have anything that has a pattern, we can just use a regular old bow maker. Alright. Now if you don't have a bow maker, you can make bows by hand. I have done them on almost every video. So, I can show you all that with the next ribbon. So I'm just going to go like 6 inches. The great thing about these bow makers is they have the little markings on them so you can see exactly where to go. So I just kind of go right on top of the last one so I can make sure it's the same size. Okay. There. Okay. There. And I will tell you that using these bow makers will make you a better bow maker because you won't realize it, but you're actually learning how to make a bow even though you're using the bow maker. So don't feel guilty if you're using a bow maker. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's do this part by hand. Alright. So see, now I can move all my ribbons where I want them to go. Doesn't really matter if you do it in the beginning or the end or in between. So we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go 1 and 2.5, 1.5, 2.5, 1.5. Oh yes, absolutely. These are perfect for bundles as well. Alright, so when I have 1.5 inch, I like to do my tails a little bit longer because you can really curl them, really curl them, and they just will shrink up. So I will go not quite twice as long, but let's see, how long is that? About 13 inches. Alright, so we're going to do 13 inch. We are not going to twist. We're going to do it in our hand. So you get your tail, put it in between your thumb and your finger, just like that. It's not twisted. See, I just set it in there. On the right side, you're going to pull it under. I just want to make sure it's the same size. On the left side, you're going to pull it over. So all you're doing is making sure that that pretty side of the ribbon is up top. We're not twisting at all, ever. We're just sticking it in our hand, just like that. You see that? So it's easier if your hands hurt. If your hands hurt, it's easier to make a bow this way because it doesn't require you to twist it. And since you're putting it in between your thumb and your finger, it actually doesn't hurt as much because this is where you have the biggest muscles in your hand. I buy a lot of my ribbons from my wholesaler. However, Deco Exchange and Trendy Tree and Craft Outlet all have the 50-yard rolls. Okay? So even if you're not buying it wholesale, you're still getting a very good deal. It's much better to buy these things in bulk. So buy them in 50-yard rolls if you're going to be making several things. Okay? Alright. So we've got our 2.5, our 1.5. Okay? We're going to go back to 2.5. Alright. Whoop! Look, I'm not even paying attention. See, y'all, that's what happens when I try to read comments and do something at the same time. Okay. So back to about an 8-inch tail. Let's place it in. Okay. Now we can go a little bit smaller. So we can go to like the 5-inch. So I can kind of move the stuff aside and find the 5-inch. Okay. This helps make the bow fluffier. If you start to go down, like that, there we go. Okay. Alright. We're going to do 2 with this one. So we did 3, then 2, then 2, then 1. It doesn't really matter how many you have. Bows look better if they have at least 6 loops in them. So other than that, you can just go crazy. Good night, Charlie and Sophia. All right. I like to end up with just one. Gives it kind of that nice little look. Kind of a focal point. So we'll end up with the lighter one at the top because we have a lot of dark on the wreath itself. Okay. Oh, I must have them out here. I do. I like to use zip ties, but you can use wire. You can use pipe cleaners. I like to use zip ties because they will get it so much tighter than my hands can get it, and nothing will come out. Because there is nothing worse than getting your bow together and then it falls apart. That drives me insane. Alright, so we can see where the indentation was. We just pull it over and pull it in the back. It was going to get my fan. So now I want to make sure all my tails are in the right spot. So it's not completely tight, so be careful when you're pulling it around that you don't pull something out. Gently just kind of spread them out. You can move them after you've tightened it, but it's a little bit easier before everything is completely in place. Okay, like that. And before we get it real tight, we'll put our little pipe cleaner in it. Okay. And then, so that's what I mean. If your hands hurt, just use your pliers and you can push it down. That's why I like them, because you can make it tight. and I just tie pipe cleaner around it, like this. Alright, and then we'll run our hands under and get this stuff curling, because that's when I really like it. Okay. And just kind of stick your hand in there and fluff out your loops. If you have a stubborn loop, just twist it back and forth like this, and that'll help you. So if you have one that doesn't want to sit right, that's what you do. Because it happens sometimes when you're tightening it, that it will kind of get stuck down at the base. Alright. So let's put our bow on. So we could put bow here, little guy here, or we could put bow at the top, little guy at the bottom. Come on, Bill. Have you forgiven me? Or we could do this side and this side. What do y'all like? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like the bow. Thank you, Gina. That's so nice. Okay. Yeah, the bow maker is Pro Bow the Hand. I did get it from, well, I think I ordered it from them. Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. We haven't completely finished. We're still kind of working it out. I kind of like it like this. And then we can put, we've got our little hearts. We can kind of put our hearts around. Alright, we're going to cut off some of these hearts. Because once we get this set, we're going to put some hearts around. These are just thin little sticks with little foam hearts. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank y'all. Okay, so let's go with this. Alright, so we'll put this little cute guy like right here. So remember, if you have trouble finding a place to get your ties through, just stick it right through the mesh. It's not going to hurt it. It can take it. I've done it many times. Many, many times. I love this, Rachel. This is so pretty. Okay. Oh, let me make y'all a little bigger. You can't hardly see what I'm doing. Alright. I have two ties here. So I'm actually going to tie the two together underneath it. So that makes it a little bit sturdier. Okay. And I'll make sure I pull some of my ribbons out so they're not all squashed. Okay. That. All right. Now I'm tying them together underneath. Here, I'll show you. So right there, this is where I'm tying it. So see, I tied that one there. I'm tying these together, and then I will tie them. You always want to tie it around the frame. And you always want to shake it. Make sure it's on there good. So you want it on there so that it's tight enough that you can pull it off, but you don't want it so tight that it's like physically squishing your mesh. So you just want to pay attention to that. Alright, let's put this guy here. next to his little monster. He's so cute. This is my favorite one, I think, that Rachel's done. It might just be because it's in my favorite color. No, I don't think that's it. I think I just really like it. Alright. So we got our bow on. That's so cute. I love it. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we have all these little hearts. So a couple ways you can do this. You can glue right into these ties. So if you had pipe cleaners, that's what you would be gluing into. You can also take out these little sticks and you can stick the styrofoam right onto the little sticks itself. I mean the ties. Sorry, it did not come out right. Okay, so we're going to glue it on there like that. The ties make an excellent place to glue stuff. So I'm just going to kind of, well, hi Bella. Did you forgive me? Come on. She's finally back. So I'm just going to kind of put some of the little hearts around. You see? So this will also bring in some of the lighter pink as well. I'm just kind of running it through my glue in my glue pot. I'm going to put some on the bottom layer as well. We don't want to not show love to the bottom, right? Okay. And I just stick that stick with the glue in it right into that tie. There's nothing under there, baby girl. And I like these pink ones because they work just like I want them to. So, put that in there. It also helps keep our ribbons open, which is even better. So we'll put one down here. Our ribbons kind of start getting a little squashed as we're working around the wreath, so. And yeah, I mean, I think it was like $1 or $2 for like 7 of them. So, perfect. That's perfect. So it's super cute, and it didn't cost much to add it. Alright, y'all. All done. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. This may be mine. This is so cute. This is so cute. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love that little monster so much. I really love that little monster. He's so cute. He's cute. Good job, Rachel. Yeah, glue pots are, don't get a glue pot, get an electric skillet from Walmart. Those things are the bomb. I mean, you can get them from Amazon too, and they're inexpensive, like $25 or something. And you just throw regular glue sticks in there. As a matter of fact, this is what I throw in mine. I don't cut it. I don't do anything. I just chunk it in there, and it melts fine. And I promise you, you will get burnt a whole lot less if you get a glue pot. If you make a glue pot. Let me just say. Let's see, where did she put... Okay. Here is her other sign that I got. How cute is that? So we'll do that one soon. And my new kit is listed. So this is the sign. And here is the... Look at this ribbon. I mean, it matches exactly. I love it. And the Valentine's kits are out. So if you haven't gotten it, you should be getting it in the next couple days. They break up my shipments so that they don't take too many. They can only take so many pounds at once. Kind of thing. Yeah. Well, you have a good night. Morning does come early, doesn't it? This sign and this sign is from Rachel's Crafty Corner. She is on Etsy. I love this one. And y'all, she hand paints these. And this one has a little bit of glitter in it. It's pretty. Where'd you go, Bella? She left me again. I guess she's still kind of bad. You can get the perfect tails at Burlap Boutique. And when you put in boutique, it's BOWTIQUE. Okay? That's where you get them from. I'm just curling these a little bit more. I like the curls. Yep. I know, he's so cute. Yeah, I like lots of different ways to do the mesh. Me too. Oh, yay! Awesome. Well, thank y'all for coming and joining me. I'm so glad to be back. Oh my gosh. I needed this so bad. I mean, I was like starting to have like withdrawals, YouTube withdrawals. Okay, where is your supplies? Oh, for the sign, I always put a link to the sign in the description. So there is a link to the sign, to the actual sign in the description. But just check Rachel's Crafty Corner on Etsy. Thank you, Roxanne. I love that, Pat. Yeah, well, you know, we do have several of the colors in here from the color spectrum, from the RGB. Oh, Ross remembers what they called it, but that's how I know it. So, we have violet. We have green. Alright, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys. I will probably see you. I will definitely see you before Sunday, because Amanda's coming to see me this weekend, and I'm sure we will have to get on for some reason or another. I think she's planning on, yeah, she's planning on doing Sunday with me, so she'll be here for that. That'll be fun. So, my mother fell last week and fractured her pelvis in 2 places. So that's what happened to my mom. She spent a week in the hospital, and now she is in an acute rehab center, and they are helping her to heal enough to come home. So we're hoping that will happen in the next week or so. Yep. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye, y'all.